The press has stopped for a while today at the Daily News. Pressmen shutting the news on tonight's edition for more than an hour and a half. A labor dispute involved. John Johnson is now at the scene at the news building. He can tell us what happened.
Right, Roger. It was actually the presses here at the Daily News were shut down for about 2 hours when the Pressmen's Union, that's Union number 2, the mailers and the delivery men all pulled what you could call a wildcat walkout or a work stoppage. One way or the other, no papers were printed at the time. The issue was over a cartoon that was printed in tonight's Daily News, the cartoon poking fun at unions. And it goes this way: if Polish unions model themselves after our unions, does that mean they get more coffee breaks, shorter work weeks, feather bedding, lethargy, pension funds, scandals, corruption, and organized crime? Well, the unions didn't like that, so they stopped working. Management sat down and talked with them and told the unions that you are not going to dictate editorial policy. Now, what we're going to try and do, most of the union people here have not been willing to talk with us about it. This is a very unusual kind of work stoppage in the sense that the union is trying to have impact on editorial policy at the newspaper. Okay, were you involved in the work stoppage?
No, it wasn't.
You weren't? No. Okay, how do you sympathize with the other union employees here who walked out because of this cartoon?
Well, I really don't have no comment, and I'm not that familiar with what exactly.
Does anybody here have any comment, is willing to comment on it? You're a little worried about making a comment?
Yeah.
Have you been told not to make any comment?
No.
No, okay. Well, I was told by some of the union people here that they couldn't make any comments because it wouldn't go well on the job, if you know what I mean. Anyway, everything is settled here at the Daily News. This is John Johnson coming to you live. Back to you, Bill.
Thank you, John. To a hotel in Manhattan today came 200 girls, 11, 12, and 13 years old, all wanting to play Lolita. Bob Lape reports that both they and their mothers are ready for a little heavy acting.
A nymphette is a young girl who can provoke secretly and maybe even without knowing it sometime the most abominable lust in a theoretical grown-up man.
Playwright Edward Albee defines a nymphette. You might say a nymphette is a Lolita. And it is Lolita, Vladimir Nabokov's steamy story of a 12-year-old girl's sexual conquest of a 38-year-old man that's brought out these nubile actresses to audition.
I like to dance, and I like to sing, and I especially like to act in front of a live audience.
Now, if you don't think you see some naked ambition among the young and the older here, remember that this is a school day, and these are school hours. Fiona, you've probably heard that this part is loaded with sex, with a much older man. How can you handle that, even the thought of it, in terms of an actress?
Well, that's what an actress is, to act out the play, and that's, if I get it, then I'll just have to be an actress.
What about all this sex on stage?
Sex nowadays is such an open thing. I think it's good for the kids to see it open. It depends upon the way that it's handled, and I can't understand how they would possibly put a show on Broadway that couldn't be handled in the right way.
Theater is made up of suggestion and illusion, so obviously it will be suggestion and illusion. I mean, this is not your usual family-rated Hollywood film.
Playwright Albee tells me that the search for the proper nymphette may continue right down to a week before rehearsals begin. That's December 15th. I'm Bob Lape reporting for Channel 7 Eyewitness News in New York.
In Dallas, over the objections of some church leaders, the Reverend Robert Elliott performed the first church divorce ceremony. The United Methodist minister saying divorce is the only major life trauma that has not had a church ritual. To quote you, Bill, good luck.
Still ahead on Eyewitness News, a special report. How safe is your job? Ellen Fleischer goes with federal investigators on a safety inspection. A look at danger on this job. Stay with us.
A lot happened out there today, but you were in the office, shut off from it all. What happened? Well, now you can find out. Now New York has a real afternoon paper, the Daily News Tonight. Meet Clay Felker, editor of the News Tonight.
The paper brings you credible, accurate reporting, and the new Manhattan section tells you how to get the best of New York instead of it getting the best of you.
Who are the other journalists on top of New York's real afternoon paper? Meet them in the Daily News Tonight.
Let's set the record straight. If you compare mileage, you'll see that the Ford Fairmont and the VW Dasher have an identical rating of 23 EPA estimated MPG. However, if you compare base sticker prices, you'll see that the Fairmont costs $3,000 less than the Dasher. $3,000. That could buy you enough gas to drive your Fairmont 50,000 miles. Visit your New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut Ford dealers. We'll save you money. Our Fairmont will save you gas.
Here's a smart way to get instant relief from the headaches of owning a TV or VCR. Start with Granada TV Rentals toll-free number. Granada means big color TV or VCR without big initial cost. Granada means the newest, most advanced sets, even with remote control. Granada means no repair bills ever, just free, fast service right in your home, or we lend you a set. So, for instant relief from the headaches of owning a TV or VCR, call Granada TV Rental at 800-331-1000.
Which of these banks gives you more interest on your money? If you said the New York Bank for Savings, the Beehive Bank, you're right. The Beehive Bank gives you more than commercial banks on regular savings accounts, more on long and short-term savings accounts, more on special certificates of deposit, more on most accounts. Put your hard-earned money to work at the Beehive Bank. The New York Bank for Savings. We give you more.